You may recognize this song, but who is the band? And why do so many people go and see them?
Basically going out and seeing a band play all your favorite songs.
Rap, alternative rock, reggae, anything.
You know, I just like the whole atmosphere. You can get up, dance around, move around. When you're at concerts, it's much more restricted. And you know, most of the time they sound exactly like the original bands.
An original band I'm not that big on. It's a band doing the cover songs I'd rather go see.
A cover song could be defined as any song performed by a band that is not the original artist. Thus, a cover band relies strictly on playing songs that were originally written and performed by other, many times popular artists. Two premier groups that represent the New Jersey cover band scene are Dogvoices and the Nerds. The elder of the two, the Nerds, dress in plaid and wear dark-rimmed glasses. Their story began 16 years ago when Stretch on guitar, Mongo on keys, Biff on drums, and lead singer and bass player Spaz got together.
We got together, well, me and him were in a band, and he was in a band and he was in a band, and we just kind of came together and started doing this for fun, to see, just to see how much we can aggravate club owners and club attendees. And we figured it would last for about 6 months or so, and it went a lot longer.
One thing that's always been a key part of a nerd show is the involvement of the audience.
Not the amount of people, the energy of the crowd.
It absolutely dictates what we do, the songs that we do, the order that we do them in, and just the whole energy of the night. It's
energy.
It's why we do this, for the energy.
Nerds fans love joining in on the fun.
They're really friendly, and they let my friend Terry get up on stage.
Seeing a die-hard Nerds fan up on stage during a show is not a rare sight. The band likes fans to share in the on-stage antics, and it's easy for anyone to see that the Nerds inject a sense of humor all their own into their performances.
We've always just been like an entertainment band, almost like, some kind of a cross between
the Rockettes,
and like Saturday Night Live,
and Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. So like, if you combine all those elements together, we just kind of have like sort of a comic yet musical assault.
The comedic stylings of the Nerds are evident in the way that they dress.
Rather than distract from the music, let's just dress like this, and that way we can just concentrate on the playing and on the true meaning of what we do, which is to entertain.
During their career, the Nerds have grown in popularity, yet have managed to stay humble.
Well, I expect to become much more popular, but it never happened, but this is okay.
All joking set aside, what remains true to every nerd show is just one thing.
It's all about fun, really.
Education.
It's educational. You never leave a nerd show without having learned at least one thing.
Fun 101.
Picture a younger, heavier sounding band. Take away the nerd gimmick, and you'll have New Jersey's Dogvoices. This five-piece, with Rich, Ed, Dan, Rich, and Monty, is perhaps the area's most straight-ahead hard rock cover band. But what sets them apart from other cover bands is...
I think it's this clown right here, pretty much, in a nutshell.
Monty's vocal presence and his offstage stunts are staples of any Dogvoices show. As a whole, Dogvoices work together, bringing in their own tastes and influences to other artists' songs.
We develop the tunes and they become ours, yeah, after a while they do, absolutely. We start out learning the record, and then as time goes on, we'll add dynamics and cuts and things just to where they feel right.
This cover band has a true appreciation and kinship with their fans.
We can be great musicians or not be great musicians. You're only successful, I feel you're only successful as your following is. I mean, without the people constantly coming to see you play, there's no band anymore. I mean, you know, you can have a great band and no one goes to see the band, they're not going to go anywhere or do anything.
This is like a small version of the big music scene, the Pearl Jams and everything else. It's just big fish in a small pond. And there's a lot of bands out there now. And they all want to do what we do, and eventually we'll fade out and another band will come up. And the future is there. It'll be there.
New Jersey's history as a hotbed for cover bands seems destined to continue.
Bruce, Bon Jovi, Southside Johnny.
Which has nothing to do with cover bands, but
Yeah, they all started as
but
covers,
Bruce,
man.
Bon Jovi.
Look at your history. They all were cover bands.
A lot of
No
bands are
history.
cover bands.
Yeah.
Beatles. A lot of them, yes. I mean, there's just a market for it. It just exists. It has for years, like 30 years.
Cover bands have always been the predominant kind of band in New Jersey for some strange reason, which is why we do this here in Jersey, because you can't make a living doing it in Florida. We've tried, but you can't.
Best job in the world.